All right, in fact, breaking news just coming in. The Swabhimani Shetkari Sangathan is meeting with the Shiv Sena right now. Yesterday, with the Shiv Sena-BJP still trying to smoothen seat sharing. Their prominent ally partner, in fact, one of those four parties, leader B.G. Patil had filed his nomination from Islampur Assembly constituency in Sangli district as an independent candidate. Let's go across to Sanjana, my colleague. She has more details about that meeting of the Shetkari Sangathan with the Shiv Sena. Sanjana, what more can you tell us?
Right, Asana, we know that the smaller allies have been rejecting the BJP Sena proposal now, saying that there are too few seats that are actually been given to them. Remember, these emerging parties actually have a lot of clout in the state. So now they are turning around and saying that besides the ultimatum that they have provided, the seats, which is 7 to be precise, is not enough. The Swabhimani Paksha, which is the political wing of the Swabhimani Shetkari Sangathan, which is Raju Shetty's party, is a new entrant in the Saffron Alliance. They had asked for the Islampur constituency in the seat sharing. Now that essentially belongs to the NCP. And as per the seat sharing arrangement in the 2009 election, the constituency lies with the Shiv Sena. But what has happened yesterday is that one of the leaders, B.G. Patil, has filed his nomination from the Islampur Assembly constituency in Sangli in Maharashtra as an independent candidate. So what we know is that there's going to be there's a meeting today where they're actually trying to resolve this issue, considering that the smaller allies not only had given an ultimatum but are extremely miffed both with the BJP and the Shiv Sena.
All right, Sanjana, thanks so much for joining us for the moment. My colleague Kamlesh Suthar too now joining me live from Mumbai for more details. Kamlesh, this of course is a crucial meeting. The BJP putting the ball back into Sena's court, asking it to part with 5 of its own seats.
Yes, Sana, the casualties seems to be the smaller parties now who have threatened to walk out of the Grand Alliance or the Mahayuti. The BJP essentially says that if Shiv Sena comes forward and gives extra seat to the smaller parties, issue could be sorted out, but the Shiv Sena has been adamant on the 151 stand, saying that in fact it's the BJP who is adamant on not giving seats. Shiv Sena has already given 18 seats and that now seems to be the entire bone of contention. The BJP is discussing its seats. Also, we heard that in some time from now the smaller allies may hold another round of talks, but it seems highly unlikely that they would buy any argument from the Shiv Sena. BJP at this point in time will have to wait what transpires, but the BJP at this point in time is meeting. They are discussing on what way ahead could be found out in the entire deadlock over
all right, so Kamlesh, the BJP is meeting separately, the Shiv Sena meeting these smaller alliance partners. Do stay with us. I'm going to come back to you in just a bit, just to tell our viewers that the smaller parties are now refusing to accept the BJP Sena seat sharing formula. They're left with only 7 seats. They have pushed the Grand Alliance back into trouble despite the big brothers claiming that all is well. The seat wrangle has now forced Amit Shah to postpone his visit to the state to meet state BJP leaders. Both Sena and BJP are holding separate meetings, as we told you, to find a way out of the current mess. Allies are being consulted separately. The BJP had earlier in the day appealed to Sena to consider increasing the quota of alliance partners by allocating 5 more seats to them from its quota. The BJP, meanwhile, has put the onus on the Shiv Sena to pacify and convince these smaller allies to accept its latest formula, tactfully putting the pressure on Sena to divest some seats from its share of 151.
That all is not well with the Sena-BJP alliance, and now the cracks in the Grand Old Alliance are all the more visible. We are at Matushri, where Uddhav Thackeray has called in an emergency meeting with his members. And we are also learning that the Bharatiya Janata Party has called in a core committee meeting, while the BJP has made it amply clear that the task of appeasing the junior alliance partners will rest on the Shiv Sena, and that it will have to come down from the number of 151. Shiv Sena is not even ready to blink. With this scenario at hand, the junior alliance partners are very miffed. They are looking for a larger share. The Shiv Sena feels that this is the best opportunity to come to power. The BJP, obviously, after the thumping victory in the general election, feels they need a larger share, and they also need to have a larger share. But then Shiv Sena is acting the bigger brother. This has now become a war of egos. political experts say that Shiv Sena and BJP together are a force to reckon with in Maharashtra. But it is going to be very unfortunate if this grand old alliance disintegrates. With camera person Sai Prasad Patil, this is Pankaj Upadhyay in Mumbai for Headlines Today.
As for the new formula that was proposed yesterday, the BJP was given 130 seats while the Sena got 151. Smaller allies were left with only 7 seats. That means 7 seats for 4 parties, while 2 among them had no specific demands. The RPI had initially demanded 20, the RSP 10, and the other partners hadn't specified a number. The Mahayuti will be meeting again to discuss this issue. All right, Kamlesh Suthar, my colleague, still standing by, giving us the latest inputs on what's happening with the Mahayuti in Maharashtra. Kamlesh, in one sense, you know, we're back to square one, where it's the BJP and the Shiv Sena who are again stuck on seat sharing. And right now, a situation has come where Sena is refusing to let go of its seats. So it will have to be one of these parties, either the BJP or the Shiv Sena, which will have to pacify these other alliance partners.
Well, indeed, if the BJP, Shiv Sena want the Grand Alliance to continue, the major bone of contention at this point of time will be to adjust the smaller allies, particularly the Swabhimani Shetkari Sangathan, which has a sizable clout in western Maharashtra and in the sugar belt of Sangli, Satara, Kolhapur and Baramati region, and even for that matter the RSP of Mahadev Janka, that will need at least 3 to 4 seats to contest because their performance has been good in the Lok Sabha polls, and based on that they are asking for these number of seats. Raju Shetty himself is an MP and has been an MP in 2009 as well. So their demand, they say, is justified, asking for seats. And yesterday when the meeting took place between the smaller allies and Shiv Sena BJP, Raju Shetty had put forth his demand very categorically, had put his foot down. He said that they should be respected, the smaller allies should be respected, and now even BJP coming forward with this demand, saying that if smaller allies are not respected, there is no point in continuing with the talk. So the situation continues to get entangled. The Mahayuti leaders will be meeting again. We are hearing that there could be another round of meeting between the smaller allies and the BJP Shiv Sena, wherein a solution could be sought on the ongoing trouble.